No, I don't want any rings or wristwatches. Tommy does. As this parable starts, Jerry, a corrupt California cowardly cop, zips up and he turns to the terrified woman on the bed and says, "Don't bother going to the cops. I am the cops." And he goes outside, gets into the patrol car, and as he turns on that radio, a dispatcher says, you know, so-and-so on so-and-so street just called. He's got his ATM deposit for California's corrupt cowardly cops. He's got it prepared. And Jerry says he's going to have to wait. I have to go talk to this Chinese guy. Kiss his ass. And he'll be there by afternoon. He's not going to turn down an ATM. And Jerry goes to see Tommy, and it's a short day for Tommy. He tells him what he wants him to do and gets on with it. 4:38. Wow, it's the first time I had a 4:30. It's not sleeping. Damn cowardly, corrupt California cops kept me awake with hatred noise from the African Muslim apartment down below. Yeah, Jerry gets his instructions. Tommy wants him to do this, do that, do the other. And the cops, they blindly obey. They're California's cowardly, corrupt cops. Blindly obeys, and yeah, he's off for the day. It's a short day for Tommy. That's all he has to do. Gets on his unicycle. He doesn't need bicycle. Doesn't have the hands for the handlebars. How did he get to be that way? Brown nosing on the Chinese Oriental streets. He was told to stick his right arm in a wood chipper. He slowly fed it in. As the left arm saw what was going on with the right arm, it realized the agreement had been broken, that Tommy was chipping up arms. They had an agreement. They tote stuff, opened doorknobs. They carry stuff. Yeah, tote. They do the nasty stuff. They pick noses and wipe butts. And Tommy was a professional nose picker. He's Chinese. Before he lost his arms, now he has to rely on the kindness of strangers to pick his nose. Yeah, before he sent Jerry on his way, he had him do it. But, yeah, he goes home on a unicycle and watches the Three Stooges. It's his favorite show. And he keeps getting these annoying phone calls. He has to go over and nose the phone off the receiver, and it's a woman sales lady who wants to sell him a wristwatch, and then wants to sell him some rings. And Tommy keeps telling him, no, I don't want you, yelling and screaming at him. Just like Enrique Vergara and Vinaya. Enrique got promotion for taking part actively in America's Hijack Lifelines. He's moved up to a supervisory position, and he was just screaming at me. As well as Vinaya for a whole lot of California's corrupt cowardly. Emphasis on cowardly. Cops actively taking part in America's Hijack Lifelines. That's why I tell you, Enrique was screaming at me. Tell him to put the numbers on the fives of every California corrupt cowardly cop. I hadn't heard from one of them about America's Hijack Lifelines and me asking for 93 checks. If when you call them up and on that speaker phone, you use your wife's phone, your daughter's phone, like that terrified woman at the beginning of this parable, if you use that their phone to try and call me, you explain that's my child's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics, real cops in those other states. It's her lifeline. I want it to work all the time. I want to know what your part is in this. And if they don't know what a Flight 93 check, anyone with Solari, the ones that were just screaming at me for more of those corrupt California cowardly cops, Solari, Housing Works, ACLA, who isn't doing their job of making sure this is habitable. And it was very quiet when I moved in. Other tenants said that. But yeah, those walkways out there are black. They haven't been mopped in just under a year I've been here. In March it'll be a year. But put the numbers of every cop in California on those files. Good cops across America. You citizens come out here and meet Jerry. So you need to do something about that character of California's crooked, corrupt, cowardly cops. You have everyone in your state call them up, ask them, what do you know about this? If they don't know what a Flight 93 checks, you direct them to www.christcomplexlinks.blogspot.com. It's got a whole bunch of users, not all of them, but a whole bunch of them. I just threw it together on New Year's Day. The new streamlined version of it. It's got all of those and not one 93 check in 9 years of asking, and those are the videos of asking for 9 years. The imagery as well. If they don't know, you can explain to them how that looks. That makes you look, since this man's been asking for 93 checks for 9 years in your state, makes you look either incredibly stupid and uninformed about your own state or involved. That goes for Enrique Vergara and Vanilla screaming at me for more of those not so nice but very true California cowardly cops. Because you see, that terrified woman, when she picks up that phone and tries to call me, she can't reach me. And she doesn't know when else it won't be allowed to work her family's life on, her child's life on, because of what Jerry is actively in the real world taking part in. So you get every cowardly cop's number, all good military, you help out. Find out when they change them. They get tired of having America document their character, and you put the new numbers there. You have them looking over their shoulder for your stings as good cops across America and as good military, cleaning up California's cowardly cops. Do that. Come see me in person while you're out here doing those things. Oh, you can do it with a phone if you want. Makes an audio, makes a video. I've made quite a few documentaries of character. Make that video, post that video, come see me in person while you're out here protecting your citizens from California's crooked, cowardly cops. Come out here and let's get started building a better world. Tear down this great wall of evil has just me. And all of this imagery. Show me a decent place, decent cops. I want those immaculate houses, Jesus' immaculate house, protected from Jerry's character. Wherever we might go to build, I and those who will tear down the great wall of evil, by having someone besides me in my changing eyes right here. I'm going to keep this under 9.5. You've seen my latest, what I designed today. I've told you what Enrique Vergara of Solari and Bonilla were screaming at me for. Oh, Enrique, back when the noise was just going on in the day and was much softer, came in witness. He went into that bedroom where the thumping was coming up through the floorboards. And he said, give me a few days to talk to, and after another complaining call, he got off his ass and did his job. He was manager back then. And I hardly ever hear it until recently, as California's cowardly, corrupt cops show their character. You show them what their character gets. Truth. But Jesus is truth. Make that video of their active participation in your family's hijack lifeline. Post it.